Hello, Ms. Danya. So I wanted to show you how to work Asana and how to complete your task. So the first thing first is to go to Asana and log in. I'm already logged in, so it's just going to bring me to my main board. But once you get here, you would go to your project, which of course you won't have as many. So you would just go to yours, which is the leadership strategy. Okay. When you get here, it shows you the standards of procedures, the lessons needed, the completed lessons, and questions and answers. Okay, so that's the main topics that are here. If you need any other topics or any other sections, um, just to add to your project, you can go ahead and add that in. You can make your project however you want it. You can organize it however you need it. But this is just to help us. These are the basics. Okay. But here is your school year policy. It contains the training guide from Mr. Richard. It lets you know that we will be meeting 4:30 to 6:30 Monday and Thursdays. We do start classes on September the 14th. Okay. Um, as well, it will eventually have a new student policy. I just have to attach the application once I get that from Mr. Foster, so that'll be in there shortly. Um, but here we have your leadership lesson plan, which is starting in February 2021, according to our master schedule from Mr. Foster. Um, as well, your lessons go throughout um, May. Okay, so you can go ahead and put them in right now if you want to. The way it will work is you would attach your files if you have any for your lesson. Okay, you would just simply attach and do your folder. For this one, I actually have a file here that I'll attach, which is like a little lesson plan. Okay, there we go. So mine's coming over from Google Drive. As you can see, I went here, I signed into my account, and I found the file. So that's if you have your files, you would just attach them just like that. Okay. And if you want to let us know a little bit more about it, you can leave a comment here. You can also write a description in here. Okay. Um, you can take this out and put a description. It's very easy. Okay. Because you're able to. So I'll just, oh, sorry, raise your little heart. I'm sorry. All right. So you can always drop down and write it in the description if you want to write a little bit more about the lesson plan. However, you'll be on the call. And then what we'll be doing is once I get the Zoom link from Mr. Foster, I'll also include it here for you. So everything that you need will be right here. Okay. So I'll make it very simple for you. I just don't have the link right now for the class. But once I get that, I'll drop that there so that way you'll have it. And um, your time would be from 4:30 to 5:30 because at 5:30 to 6:30 the kids go to dance and cadet, as well as whatever else comes in over the school year. But right now we have dance and cadet for those that slot. Okay, so your time would be from 4:30 to 5:30 to get these lessons out to them. Um, so you would just let me know as well. If you could, like how long you think this would take, like 20 minutes um, or so, because once again, he, Mr. Foster doesn't want guest speakers throughout the year. So we may be taking some time throughout the lessons to have a guest speaker speak to the kids as well. So I really would love if you maintain it at least at 30 minutes. But if the lesson goes a little bit more, just let me know. That way I can plan accordingly and space out the guest speakers so they can be when you have shorter lesson time frames. Okay, but other than that, that's really how you would utilize this tool, is to drop in your lessons. Let us know a little bit about it. Okay, it's easy to delete it. As you can see, I just delete the attachment. Um, and as I can see, you figured out how to like. You can always like something. Um, if there's something in here that you want to let us know that you've seen, that's perfect. Just let us know. But once the lesson is attached, what you will do is you'll hit yes, and that will automatically move it over here so that it will let us know that it's been attached and completed. Okay, so that's how you would complete your lessons. I'm going to go ahead and drop that back over, and it's in it's in order by due date, so it doesn't matter where you drop it. It will sort it out by the due date. Okay. If you have any questions at all, let me know. Ask your questions here. Um, and the reason for that is because you can assign it to me, and you can also let me know when you need it by. So maybe you don't need it right away. You can let me know, and then if you do need it right away, then you can also say, you know, today at such and such time, so that way I can get that question answered for you right away. What that does is it adds it straight to my task list, so that way I don't have to I don't have to look around for email, and you don't also have to worry about if I seen it or didn't see it, because it adds it to my task list. Okay, and then the other thing is your tasks are right here. So if you don't want to go into the board, that's perfectly fine. You can access them right here. Um, as you can see, that ask your question came right here, straight up to my task. So that's one of the reasons, once again, that I asked you to ask your questions in as a subtask and not in the comments, because it will pop up right away for me, and that way I can get it answered right away. So as you can see, I'm on the main board, and this is where you can find most of your tasks. Okay, so anything that's assigned to you will be right there. And if you want to, you can add your lessons from right here. You could do everything that I just showed you before right here. Okay, you don't need any of this information right here at all. Um, this is for my end, the back end, so you won't need any of this. Okay, I just wanted to open it up just to let you know that you don't need it. But it is on the task in everything. So, but you don't need any of that. Okay. So as you can see, I can get right back to where we were in the questions and answers straight from that task. As well, I can get right back to the board. Okay, so it's very simple to use, but all I'm asking you to do is just attach your lessons. Um, so once again, I'll attach this one so you can see. So I'll type it out because it's going to be easier to find. So attach the lesson, hit yes once it's completed, once you've added all your notes and everything else. Hit yes, it will do the rest of the work for you. Okay. Once it's here, um, then I'll be notified. Okay, so it will let me know once it's switched over. Okay, so other than that, I hope this clarifies how to use Asana and lets you know exactly what this tool is used for and how we will be using this throughout the school year. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take this back over, and that way your board is clear. Okay. If you want to look at it, I'm sorry, I didn't give you that run through. If you want to look at it in a different format, you definitely can. Okay. Like right here, your lessons are laid out, and it kind of shows you everything. If you're wondering why it has this little um, thing instead of the circles on some of them. It just lets you know once you've completed a certain number, okay? So that way we can track your progress throughout completing the lessons. And then as well, the school policies are there for you. The question and answers are there for you. And once you complete them, that will populate there. Okay. Um, if you're looking at it on a computer, because the phone is a little bit different, um, but on a computer, you can see your timeline. Of course, right now we're not in your zone, but let's see. I'm sorry, I'm trying to change the date. Uh, okay. Well, once you get to your, okay, there you go. So you can change the timeline so you can see where your lesson plans fall and how they kind of line up. Of course, this is over a year, so but you're able to see them and you see the due dates and when they're needed, so you can always kind of pinpoint what you need to do and over what type of time frame. Okay, as well as the calendar, you can change it to see your time frame. I'm sorry, I went the wrong year. Okay. So you can always come here and see it. You can turn the weekends on or off so that'll kind of help you. Okay. Um, the dashboard you don't really need, but once again, if you want to use it, the way you use it is it lets you know how many are completed, how many are incomplete, what's overdue, and how many are completely due. Okay, so you got 25 tasks all together. Um, and of course, all of them are incomplete right now, and they're all pretty much assigned. 18 of them are assigned to you. Okay, um, so that way we're able to once again track progress over the time frame. This has been updated. We're on track with this project. Um, it's not due until February 22nd through the 21st, but everything's in there for you, and that way, over once again over the year, you'll be able to track everything, and it's pretty much laid out for Mr. Foster. So you really won't need the progress tool, but if you want to use it to kind of track yourself, then you definitely can. You do have a form that if you want to drop your lesson in here without coming to here, then you would use the link, and the link is inside of your school policy. Okay, so it's that link that says please submit, but you can grab it from here. Okay, if you need it, it's in there, but it would pretty much show up like this, and what it would do is add it as a task and put it on your board. Okay, so that way, if you're away from your computer and you have the link accessible, like I say, you can grab the link at any time. That that will help you. Okay, if you need to get the lesson in there, but that's just another way to enter your information into the board for us. If you want to email us, you can definitely do that right here. Okay, this is the email. You would just put the subject, and then you would put the message. Okay, and then it you would send it after you submit everything. It will send to Mr. Foster and myself. Of course, right now it's telling you it was sent to you and Mr. Foster, which is correct. It's sent to anyone else on the platform. Okay, so I'm sure, like the other day, you probably got this message, which is fine. It was just kind of letting Mr. Foster know that everything's on track for this board. Files is where you can find all your files that are on the board very easily. Okay, so the training guide is right here. Um, all the pictures and everything that were uploaded for the board is right there as well. Okay, and as you upload your files, they'll be easily accessible right there. So that's another reason that we want to use this, because everything is pretty much in here for us, and we don't have to look all over the place in our emails trying to find the lessons for the year. Okay, but that is how to work Asana. I hope this showed you how to um, complete your lesson and how to get things over to us in a timely manner. I thank you for joining me for Chat with Angelique, and I hope you have a great day.